We're continuing our series on Ember's object system, and today we're talking about object instantiation. There are three different things, basically, that you can do with an Ember class. The first is inheritance. You can extend it to create another Ember class. The second is instantiation. You create an instance of that Ember class. And the third is introspection, which we can cover in a future podcast. So here are three examples of instantiation. You have the same class, and you're creating different instances. And they all share the traits that that class has given them. Of course, these properties that they inherit from the class can be overridden, as we see here where we're changing the location of one of our entrepreneurs. We can also change it later on when we're working with the instance. So instances do all the work in our applications. The classes themselves, they define a lot of stuff. Here we're defining entrepreneur, it's extending capitalist, and we have our property, which is the found company function. But if we try to use the found company function directly on our class, it's going to give us an error. So we have to create an instance of the class, and then that instance can call that function. This holds true in the templates as well. So if we have our instance and we ask it for the name in the template, it'll give us the name. But if we try to do the entrepreneur class in there, it'll give us an error. The classes are not even passed into the template. So sometimes Ember instantiates stuff for you. That explains why you can use controller properties within your handlebars template, even though the classes aren't passed in there. Ember instantiates the controller for you behind the scenes. So today, we learned about the three things that classes can do. They can extend themselves with inheritance, they can instantiate themselves with the create command, and they can introspect, change themselves with reopen. This is how you create an instance of a class manually. Instances can take action, but classes can't. And sometimes Ember instantiates things for you. In this week's Pro episode, we'll be talking about how to take control of some of the instantiation process using init. I'll see you then.